ready to shoot. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about this scene I shot probably about 2 months ago, and I just never released it, so we're going to release it now. Better late than never. I got the idea from the movie Straight Outta Compton. That was one of my favorite scenes, just watching him vibe out, listening to old music on vinyl. And this is like a little bit off subject, but like 2022, 2023, I had this, I went down this rabbit hole of buying vinyl. I don't know why. I just was I like vinyl for some reason. And I went out and bought a record player and I bought vinyl. And then I went to the old vinyl store and I was looking at old records, and it was yeah, just a whole thing of I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I digress. So I had this stuff laying around the house, and I seen that scene, and I was like, yo, I would like to recreate that. It's easy to achieve, and it's just practicing cinematography, always practicing. Even if the shot seems simple, it's good just to set up your camera and just do it so you can see how you feel about it. And within doing that, originally I was just supposed to hang the camera over me and just have me listening to records that you guys seen. But I was doing the setup and I was like, yo, it would be cool if I did a shot above the ceiling fan. Now, to achieve this shot, you need a heavy duty C-stand. It's literally no other way to achieve a shot like this, because you have a lot of weight. And I use my red Komodo, and it's rigged out with rails and V-mount batteries and all that kind of stuff. So it was a lot of weight on that C-stand. And I literally think I pushed the C-stand to its full limit. If anything else would have been on it, it would have been down. I think I used a lot of I used a lot of sandbags to even keep it up. And even when I was shooting it, I was you guys can't see it, but it was it felt like it was moving a little bit, because it was just so much weight on it. And it wasn't even that high from the fan. It was probably about 5-6 inches from the fan, just about touching the fan. And I was like, what if I lay down and it just falls and hit the fan falls on me, and it's just a disaster. But I ended up being able to do it by just hurrying up and things like that. But to achieve this look, I shot it above the fan. Now, if I can go back in time, I would have never shot it that close. I would at least did 2 to 3 foot from the fan instantly, because you need enough space to tell the audience that it's a fan that is shooting through. Now, most people probably think that, oh, that's a fan, but it is going to be some people that look at that what is that thing that keeps passing by, right? But majority of people will probably figure, oh, it's probably a fan or something like that. But if I can go back in time, I would get more of the fan so people could feel it. So I would do, obviously, your first shot is your establishing shot. That's something they teach you in filmmaking, where the establishing shot is just showing where is this scene taking place, right? So if you're outside, you're going to do the whole building, get outside from the parking lot before you go into the building when they watch it. If you are having 2 people talk, you get the wide angle of both of them in the scene if you can, and then you'll do over the shoulder. So if I would have started this over, and if I do this scene again, I want a wider establishing shot. I would have rather seen that whole fan in scene and use the perspective of that to tell the audience where I'm at, what am I doing, the mood, and then I would have punched into the close-up shots that you see. That's the only thing I would have done differently, but everything else turned out exactly how I wanted it to be, and I enjoyed it. I had fun shooting it, and I'm always happy and enjoying the whole process of filmmaking, from writing the idea down to setting the gear up to shooting it to solving problems. Like, I really truly enjoy it. So it's never worked for me. It's more like, wow, like I did it. So I just wanted to make a video about it because I did it 2 months ago, and this footage has been sitting around, and I was like, I gotta put the footage out or delete it, because it's like, seeing it, knowing that I just didn't do anything with it, it feels like it's just a waste of time. So I ended up just putting it out with you guys today. So I hope you guys like it. If you have any questions, comments, please drop it at the bottom, and I'll also put the C-stand that I have used for this video down at the bottom, so you guys can pick one up if you like it. It is a heavy duty C-stand. They all obviously have heavier C-stands that can achieve this a little bit better, but I was able to get it done with a red Komodo. You would have never been able to put a Venice in this position with this. You would probably needed 2 big C-stands, connected them, and then rigged it between those 2 to give it that extra strength. Even this could have really been used with 2 C-stands to make it, you know, more secure, especially if you got actors down there. You want to make sure they're safe. You don't want to just rig it to get the shot and not care about people's safety, because if that camera would have dropped, about 50 pounds, you know, slamming on top of somebody, and, you know, they're not gonna be happy about that. So that's what I learned, is to always set expectations, but don't be afraid to push those expectations. Like, I wanted to get an over and shoulder shot, and that was my expectation to get it, but then I was like, oh, I can achieve something better. I don't even care if it turns out bad, but just pushing the limits of your creativity on the spot. And regardless, I learned a lot about finding different ways to tell the story, and a simple scene like that could be corny to some people or could be amazing to some people, but just trying to see it in a different perspective from your point of view and achieving different looks to help tell your story. That was the goal. I accomplished it, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So I appreciate you guys, and make sure you like, subscribe, comment, because this video is over, and I'll see you hopefully on the next video. I don't know what that will be, like I always say, but it will be a next video. So make sure you subscribe. I actually like this pillow. It's actually like really comfortable, you know? Like, I bought it for like interviews and stuff.